Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. We are going to do a little bit of machine building today, along with some bee stuff. Don't worry, the bee stuff isn't going to be too major. Ooh yeah, lots of cyanide. Get all the plutonium. Come on, hurry up. Screw it. I'm just going to start talking about the machine we're making today. So, there is an item duct going outside. And over here, you can see that there's a huge pile of dirt covered with mycelium. I am working on an automated soul sand machine setup. First idea didn't go very well. I had item ducts at the bottom here, item ducts feeding into the side, water going to the top. Completely wrong thing to do. And that's because it doesn't want to put the sand in through the side. It wants to put it in through the top. And the item ducts are refusing to pull the soul sand out. So instead, we're going to have some hoppers. And you can see this is actually working. I got 9 soul sand. So we're going to be fixing that up today. And the bees, I need to tweak an ender bee because it's got some bad juju on it, which makes it try to sting me every time I'm nearby. But it should have run its course by now. Hey, where is it? Not allowed. Yep, here we go. Ender bees. If I had actually scanned them before, I would have known that they have an effect which makes them sting me every single time they feel like it. You know, see, effect ends. They want to end you at any cost. So we're just going to take away that ability by taking that out, putting this in. This is also going to give them a slightly shorter life because I don't really care about the ender bees. I want to get their breeding product. Alright, so let's start tearing this down. There's still some soul sand in there, so I'm going to leave this one going as it is. But we can pop off most of these pipes. Now let's just turn on the magnet to draw them all to me. We'll leave that one there. This doesn't matter, so I'm just going to pop that off and pop you off. Of course, this is going to make my water piping a lot more complex than I originally anticipated, but I think I'll manage it just fine. See, if I break the mushrooms here, we can go for a central feed. There we go, that's more like it. Then of course, add these guys on. And I will get more piping in a moment. So these, I'm going to have to tear down because they do not work. And there's my phone going beep. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to need to have 11 more hoppers made. It's a good thing that I got this all figured out while I was trying to set things up. Because it would have sucked if I just assumed that it was going to work and just wandered off. Blue duct, come in. Alright, so we have a source of water. Gonna have to tear out this middle column of mycelium. Don't have to worry because it'll all grow back. Okay. Oh, and I have this turned on still. Stop! Stop sending sand! It was a mistake. Don't do it. Okay, 11 hoppers. I suppose it'd be a lot more interesting if I made a minecart with a hopper to do this, but I don't feel like making rails. Though maybe I should, just to use less hoppers. What do you think? You know what, let's go with it. It'll be fun. I haven't done anything with minecarts lately. Rail. Right. It's actually been a really long time since I've done things with minecarts. I can't even remember the last time I did it in a series. Get some powered rail. Can toss this in here for now. Get a couple carts, and we used up all of our iron. And let's get the bee out of here so that it's got room for the drones. There, now you're going to be a nice bee. Got it? A pleasant bee that's not going to sting me a whole bunch. Okay. Now, you know what? I actually will need some hoppers anyway, just to... Or, no, I shouldn't. I should just be able to... Yeah, I should just be able to make a pathway down the middle of these. So do you have soul sand in here yet? You do not, because I do not have you connected yet. There. Now you'll get soul sand. And I can use you as my test. There we go, soul sand. Why have I missed these? Okay, let's just lay down some dirt to put the tracks on. So, if I put the minecart with the hopper right here, and send it down the track, we end up with 3 soul sand. Perfect. And I'm just going to pop you off for a moment. Thank you. So that's pretty cool. I don't need to waste my time putting hoppers in. I can just do this to be more fun and entertaining. To myself, at least. Now, maybe you guys will find it annoying that I'm doing such a simplistic idea. Alright, so we put power rails at the end here. And then I'll put a lever here. I'm going to pop these ones off because they don't really need to be here. And let's actually get a couple more hoppers to act as cargo drop areas. Where the heck did that beef come from? I guess a cow must have died somewhere and the meat just kind of flew to me. Oh wait, need iron. Just a bunch of iron if you will. Alright, more hoppers. And if I do this to make it look nicer. And I'm trapped! Help! I trapped myself! So, you can already tell this episode kind of is more of me screwing off than doing anything really serious. But I had a fun idea. I thought I'd share it. Yeah, I had the fun idea after I started the episode, really. Because I was actually thinking of starting the episode, showing what the problem was, cutting away, doing a little bit of stuff, coming back, fixing the setup, and then moving on, but this idea is just too entertaining for me to just let sit. Okay, let's connect these other ones. And I don't think there's any more soul sand, or more sand coming. I have plenty left though, so let's just turn this on. Now the fun thing about this is this is pretty much modular. I can go up as high as I want, or this way as much as I want. I can't really go sideways because well, I could, I guess. If I were to put a power rail here instead and make it curve and just keep going on, it's somewhat modular. Okay, if I wasn't stuck there for some reason, that would have worked. But here's the problem. It's not taking out a whole bunch of soul sand. It's getting only a bit. But it did get all of them that we had. But if I were... Okay, I'm using more hoppers now than I would regularly if I do this, but it's a fun idea, so I don't care. Well, I don't really need to, I guess, because it does seem like it'll get all 6 soul sand in before the next batch of soul sand is made. So doing this is kind of unnecessary, but if I were, I'm going to grab 2 more hoppers. And then the chests. A couple more chests. Though I don't think I can actually put the rail on the chest. It's just going to be worth a try, I guess. Yeah, I can't put rail on chest. Okay, so the chest is not important, but we can still do what I was thinking. Put this here, and put this here. And have the rail like this, and we'll get 2 per pass. See, every time it passes, we get a total of 2. And then I just need to put a QDS over here, and replicate the same thing up here and bring the pipe down, and we will have ourselves automated soul sand with a bit of a fun part. Yes, I can just use pipes, but I have pipes everywhere. I want something... I've decided now I want something that's just slightly different, that still does the same function, and just makes me kind of chuckle to myself. Yeah, this does exactly that. So if you don't like it, screw you, I guess. Now, is that going to cause problems having all this dirt? It seems to slow it down just a little bit, but I think overall it's alright. Alright, so let's grab those ender bees. And they should be more passive. And it turns out I did have monastic bees. Okay. You better not have mixed with a noble drone. I don't think it would have, but we'll see. We will see. Now, I do have plenty of spare monastic drones, which is good, but I need the ender bees to mix with them. And they're not stinging me, so that works. We have plenty of ender bees that will be created as a result of this endeavor. Alright. Ow. Hey. Be nice. I mean, jeez. I'm just doing my own thing with bees. You don't have to be a dick about it. Stop being a dick. Alright, turn off that magnet mode. Okay, so I'm going to cut away here. I'm going to set up another one of these rail tracks just because they're fun. And I will decide what to do with the last bit of this episode, because there may only be 10 minutes left. So see you in a moment. So, I forgot that I had this running. And, well, to put it simply, I don't need to worry about blizz rods anymore. Especially for this one quest. Oops. I have over 800 blizz rods. That is quite a number. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and pop those in here so we can get some cryothium dust made to finish off the one quest involving cryothium dust. And we'll have that out of the way completely. And we are pretty close on it. Okay, we're not really close on it at all. But it's not going to take that much. So, yeah. Let's see, we got 20 cryothium in here already. I think I'm pretty secure ordering up another 100. Which will probably be way more than we need to finish this quest, but I can use extra cryothium to cool my reactor, perhaps. I don't know. I also have this metal one almost complete, so... what was it for aluminum brass again? I completely forgot. Aluminum, brass. 3 aluminum, 1 copper. That's the ratio. That may be enough to finish it. I don't quite remember. For the aluminum one, anyway. I still have to get alumite, which is going to take 4 more. And that one's been a lot more interesting, we'll say. Let's see. Let's grab a bunch of this. Let's see, it's a ratio of 5 aluminum per 2 iron per, so 50, that's going to require 25 iron, I believe. Let's see, that's 18, 26, 25. Let's actually do that, because it's a more even number. Somewhat. I can't math right now. My brain hurts. Let's see. There. That's the number we want. So it's going to require 30 iron. So that, and then 3 of that. And it should just be 15 obsidian. Okay. There. That makes it a lot easier to put it in. And somehow I still didn't get the correct amount of aluminum to copper. Oh well, let's just drain that little bit of copper out because we don't want it mixing in to mess anything up. And as soon as you start pouring out the aluminum brass, I can throw in the aluminum. There we go, that's more like it. And I'm out of space. Damn it. So, kind of a screw-off episode, I guess. Yes! A monastic princess! Finally! That means we can continue our bees. Oops, I need to get the... Ah, I went into the laser. Why would I do that? Ah! My skin, it's crispy. All I know now is pain. You know, we got our Eldritch Queen. I forgot I set that in here to get going. Why can I not? Don't do this to me. What am I doing wrong? I could have swore I needed the ender. Oh, I needed it for something different, didn't I? Was it austere? I think it was the hermetic bee I needed to get. Yeah, it was the hermetic. So I need a secluded drone, which is an austere and a monastic. That's a different set of bees. The abnormal was secluded and ender. Okay, okay. So I need to get an austere, which is a modest and a frugal. A frugal is a fiendish and a modest. A fiendish is a sinister and a cultivated. Oh god. Sinister is modest and that. Okay. No problem. We got this. Just combine a cultivated and a modest, and we can get started on that particular bee. I do have modest bees, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, the Eldritch Queen can go in here. And we're doing good on mystical bees, okay. I got a modest bee somewhere. I know I do. Let's see, modest. Yep, I have a modest princess in here. I think I have some more hives, though. Hive. Yeah, modest hives. Get out our scoop. There we go. And hopefully that produces the correct type of bee. I forgot it doesn't take very long. Sinister! Yeah! Great! Exactly what I want. Because they're aggressive. They want the nether. So, let's head to the nether. After I throw in the last bit of a loot. I forgot it was still draining. Oh. Shit. Alright then. It's been a while since I've been here to see this bee. Ooh, that is quite a bit. I forgot what I was even going to use these things for. What do you breed with? Oh yeah, you can make cobalt and ardite, which is exactly what I need for making a bunch of manulin. So that's actually pretty good. I could probably take some of you guys back right now and work some things out. But you, I'm going to have to toss in here. And ow, ow, I'll leave, I will leave. Stop being mean. And we're just going to let that bee work forever. And back home we go. So I already took care of the problem with the metal being down there. It's back up here now, working to mix together. I apparently didn't have the correct portions. I seem to be short one single aluminum, which might have actually gotten sucked down below. So I'm probably missing a couple aluminum. Alumite, tin, aluminum. There's one aluminum down here. I can't dump it in that. Do I not have an ingot cast? Yes, forget it. Alright, so I need industrious bees to combine this with. I didn't even grab the bees! Whoops! Kinda hard to mutate some bees if you're missing some of the bees to mutate. Oh well, I'm going to be ending the episode here because I'm just kind of dragging things out now and I don't really feel like doing that. So, we have another automated thing going underway. We've actually gotten pretty far on this already. That's pretty good. So next episode, definitely should be able to get this one turned in. And that's the end of that tree. This one, it's going to be a pain, but it's got to get done. Dirt. I haven't even gotten started on getting these quests turned in. 1,000 ritual stone. Ugh. Why? Oh well. Oh, before I forget, I have this to turn in. I completely forgot. I haven't finished that yet. I have the last things that we need to submit right here. Manual submit. Yeah, I'll take that as my reward bag. I don't care which one I get. Epic reward bag, that's pretty good. And 5 free aura nodes. Delightfully wonderful. Hey, Instrumentum, that's kinda crap. Not really, it actually provides some pretty good ones. So, what is the final quest in this? Epic Thaumic Power. Create a staff core of the Primal. Okay then. Staff core of the Primal. I think that you actually have to do something very special to research that one. Because you can make magic staves, but the staff core of the Primal is actually a secret one. And I think in order to get it, you need to make a staff and a primal charm. And I think you can put the primal charm on top of the staff as a focus, and it lets you shoot out this primal ball of energy. And if you scan that, I believe that unlocks a research for you. But you probably need to be carrying your pen and paper, so keep that in mind. We will try that next time. I'll work on getting a staff made in the meantime. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave, and I will see you next time. Whenever that may be. Take care, guys, and goodbye.